The air crackled, still buzzing from the battle. The smell of burnt dragon and man hung heavy, a grim reminder of the terrible fight. On the blood-soaked ground, among the fallen, stood the Viking rangers. Their faces were dirty, their armor torn, but their spirits were high. They had done what no one thought possible. They had killed the Dragon King. Bjorn, the leader of the Rangers, lowered his axe, the dragon bane. Molten dragon blood dripped from its blade. His chest heaved with exhaustion, each breath of victory. Around him his comrades roared in triumph, their cries echoing across the broken land. The Dragon King, a massive and powerful beast, lay still. Its eyes, once burning with evil, were now dull and lifeless. Its huge body, which had once cast a dark shadow over their lives, was now a symbol of their courage and their victory. A strange silence fell over the battlefield. The Rangers, their first joy fading, looked around with awe and worry. The silence was a sharp contrast to the loud noises of the battle, the clash of steel, the roar of dragons, the screams of the dying. Bjorn wiped the sweat and dirt from his face, his eyes fixed on the dead king. The victory had cost them dearly. Many of their friends lay dead, their sacrifices paving the way to this hard-won victory. The Dragon King had threatened their world for generations. He had thrown their land into chaos, a reign of terror that had choked the life out of everything. His death was a reason to celebrate, but a feeling of unease still hung in the air. The elders told stories of a time before the Dragon King, a time of peace and plenty, a time when dragons, though scary creatures, were not the masters of the sky. They were creatures of myth and legend, their power kept in check by ancient agreements. Those agreements, the elders whispered, were broken. A darkness had fallen upon the land, twisting the dragons into weapons of destruction. The Dragon King, once a good leader of his kind, became filled with greed and a thirst for power. He turned on his own, enslaving those who opposed him, destroying those who dared to defy him. The other dragons, their minds twisted by the same darkness, became his enforcers, his terror raining down upon the Viking world. The Dragon King's reign began quietly, like a creeping shadow slowly covering the land. It started with whispers, rumors of dragons acting strangely, their roars echoing with a new aggression. Then the attacks started. Villages were burned to the ground, their people either killed or forced to run. The skies, once filled with the songs of birds, were now filled with the menacing shapes of dragons, their shadows a constant reminder of the terror that ruled their lives. The Vikings, a proud and fierce people, were not ones to hide in fear. They fought back with all their might. But against the overwhelming power of the dragons, their resistance seemed hopeless. The Dragon King's power grew stronger with each passing season. He built his lair on the highest mountain, a fortress of black rock and ice, its towers reaching the clouds. From this high place, he watched over his kingdom, his fiery gaze a symbol of fear and despair. His reign was one of fire and blood. Entire forests were burned to ashes, a testament to his fury. The rivers ran red with the blood of the dead, a chilling reminder of what happened to those who defied him. The Viking world, once vibrant and alive, was slowly being crushed by fear. Hope, like a flickering candle in the wind, threatened to go out, leaving them in endless darkness.